That can't fault that elephant for at least just sending a message. All right, take a look outside from our camera that sits up on top of the Salesforce Tower. You can already see some of the early morning light there starting to fill the sky, and that allows us to see there's really no clouds out here. So we're not looking at any issues with fog this morning. We don't even have the same amount of just like mid-level stratus clouds that we had yesterday. But since it's clearer, that means it is colder out there in places. Santa Rosa's at 38, it's 36 in Livermore, actually. That's our coldest spot on the map this morning. Mentioned that we do have a frost advisory up in the North Bay Valleys as a result of this. Stays in effect until 9 o'clock this morning. So that's localized basically along 101 as you go up through Marin and Sonoma. For the rest of today, it's going to be a beautiful afternoon and about 8 degrees warmer than yesterday was in many places. So we're up to 68 for the daytime high in Concord today. But I'm going to show you how much we're about to warm up there over the next few days. 65 for Livermore. We'll go to 65 in Oakland. Fremont goes to 64, and there's Redwood City at 64. Everybody pretty much comes into the same neighborhood. So let's use a couple of locations for examples on how this is just the start of the warm-up. Concord, the average daytime high would be 66 degrees. We're going to take those numbers and warm you all the way up into the mid-70s by the time we get into Thursday. So we've already got a noticeable warm-up over the next few days. Here's San Jose, where the average would be 67. We're going to go up to 73 by Thursday. And the average for Oakland at 64, those numbers will climb up into the low 70s as well. So just kind of 3 representative spots to show you how the Bay Area in general is going to warm up. In terms of any rain, you can see the clouds are getting held well to our north here, and the storm track is going to stay that way. But watch what happens on Monday. The storms that are coming in to our north are then diving down just off to our east, and Monday's a good example. Watch the snow that shows up right there. So that gets us from Monday night into Tuesday morning. When you see snow that just shows up in the Sierra like that and completely bypasses the rest of the state, that's one of those inside sliders, a storm that comes into our north and then kind of brushes down the east side of the state. And we're not going to get much snow out of that in the mountains even. But since we will get some snow out of it, we'll take a look at that for anybody who might be traveling on Monday. This is Monday going into early Tuesday morning. It's about 2 inches of snow up there. And that's about the closest thing that's going to happen to the Bay Area weather-wise over the next 7 days. It really is just that warm-up that I was talking about a moment ago that kind of takes the headline. 75 in general by Thursday, and then a gradual cool down as we get into next weekend, but we're only going back down into the low 70s, so it's not a real significant drop in the temperatures. No rain here and no rain even beyond that. Emily, going out for like the next 10 days, certainly through the end of March, unfortunately, we're done with the rain.
I know we need the rain, but we got a new wagon for the baby, and so I'm excited. It's going to be sunny. We're taking him to Baker Beach with the dogs today. It'll be perfect.
This will be a great weekend for that. Good idea.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Darren.
Yep.
Morning, everybody.